Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. We got a big bottle. This is a 750 milliliter. This is Nebraska Brewing Reserve Series Melange a Trois. Probably butchered the hell out of that name. I'm not French or anything like that. But it's the way it looks and it's the way I pronounce it, Melange a Trois. Or Troy or Trois, T-R-O-I-S. So, probably butchered the hell out of that, and I'm sure somebody will tell me I did. So, that's the way this old hillbilly pronounces it. That's the way it looks like it's said to me. This is a Belgian Strong Pale Ale, according to what I have here, and it says Belgian Strong Ale over at Rate Beer. So Beer Advocate has Strong Pale Ale, and Rate Beer has Strong Belgian Strong Ale. This is a big beer. Let me see what the ABV is, because they're conflicting, and they make different. This one says 10%. And on the back of it, it's got like a little price tag sticker, and it's got the date on it of 03/01 of 2014. So this is about a year and a half old in the bottle. Bottle condition, it says here, our first beer in the Reserve Series begins with a wonderfully big Belgian style blonde ale and moves into an extraordinary category through the additional 6 months French oak Chardonnay wine barrel maturation. So they put it in the Chardonnay barrels for 6 whole months before they put it in the bottles. And this does have a little bit of sediment in the bottom of the bottle here. So let's see what this one brings to the table. Says here on Rate Beer, and they've got 2010 up to 2012 and all the awards that it's won. But they also have it at ABV at 11.3%, where this one's only 10%. But they have the IBUs listed at 31 for that 11%. So I don't know if the IBUs are correct for this 10%er. And over at Beer Advocate, they don't have the IBUs listed here. And the commercial description is exactly the same as what I just read off the bottle here, guys. So, without further ado, we'll go over the food pairs for this. It says general aperitif, digestive, meats, game, and salmon. So this is a big beer. It's going to go with your stronger dishes. Glass bar snifter tulip oversized wine glass. I got my favorite glass today, guys. Sovereign beer glass. And I've had some people comment, what kind of glass? I want to get me one of that. This is a pricey glass, guys. It's a very thick-walled, very heavy-duty glass. This is a $30 or $35 glass. Very expensive. Very pricey. But a very durable, heavy-duty, very nice glass. So, before you ask me, what kind of glass is that? You can Google it, S-A-U-V-I-N beer glass. But it's not cheap. It's very thick, very heavy. That's why I like using it. The shape of it's perfect, and it's very heavy duty. Don't have to worry about a thin wall glass breaking. So, but it's not cheap. You pay for that. But if you take care of it, it'll last you a lifetime. All right. This says this beer can be cellared for a long time. 10%er. Belgian Strong Ale. I don't see why I couldn't. So, without any other ramblings, let's get the cap off of this big boy. Big hiss. Big time hiss. Big. Big bottle, big hiss. And I'm not going to pour it too aggressive because I got to feel with that big hiss it's going to be very carbonated. And it is. Yeah, on the side of the glass, and we're still going to get us a finger or two of head. Yep, 2 fingers of head, pouring it very easily. You pour this down the center, you're going to have 5 fingers of head, guys. Especially if you heard the big hiss when I popped the cap on it. over into the light, the bubbles are going crazy. They're just screaming. Matter of fact, the head is still building, it looks like. I mean, the bubbles are just going crazy. They're just off the chain here, guys. They really are. And like I said, it had a little bit of sediment in the bottom of the bottle. I can see a few of the particulates floating around in there, but it's nothing that's going to hurt you. And like I said, look at that head. It's still growing a little bit. So let's get a nose on this one. Wow, it's definitely got the Belgian yeast. I mean, the Belgian yeast a lot of times reminds me of a saison or a farmhouse ale. You got that funkiness going on. Bananas. Maybe some bubble gum in there. It's got that sweet candied sugar bubblegumish taste. The smell. Definitely getting the hints of the Chardonnay barrels that they had them in. Wow, it smells very pleasant. It really does. Wonderful aroma. Look at the head, it's above the top of the glass now. It's still growing. It's still growing. Very amberish in color, but the bubbles are still just off the chain. Look at the head, it's coming up above the top of the glass now. Hey, it's growing. Wow, wonderful aroma. Cheers. Look at the head, that's incredible. Especially for 10%er. Well, let's see if I can get my face down in this. Definitely getting the Chardonnay barrel. Got a lot of venomous, and what I mean by that, grapish characteristics. Definitely getting the grapes, the Chardonnay barrels. Very easy drinking for 10%. But on the lighter side, as far as taste, very pleasant. Very, very nice beer. Slightly heavy on the carbonation, don't you think? And they're still screaming. It is still screaming. We still got almost 3 fingers of head. Wow. Very, very nice. Candied sugar. Very fruity. Getting the grapes for sure. A little bit of spiciness, pepperiness. And a little bit of sweetness, like candied sugar or Belgian sugar or something in there. Very, very pleasant. The head is just unbelievable. Alright, let me pour her a glass and go back and sip on this one for a while. See where this one ends up. Pretty impressive so far. Been in the bottle for 1.5 years. Was in the Chardonnay barrels for 6 months. So that's 2 years right there since the beer was brewed. Very pleasant, very well made. I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Got this little left. Been outside, puffing on a cigar. It's chilly out there too. It's about 30 degrees. I hate this damn cold weather. The older I get, the more I hate it. And I'm in Virginia, and this cold snap is going down in all the way into Florida. So I can't wait to get down there. I think I can handle 50s and 60s better than I'm handling this 30 degree. I think let's go down to like 24 tonight. Whew. I hate it. The older I get, the more I hate it. Can't wait to get out of Virginia and head to Florida. Alright, this is a pretty damn tasty beer. It's got a lot of stuff going on with the Chardonnay barrels that they've aged this in. The strong Belgian strong ale. It's got the big qualities of the Belgian yeast, so that funkiness, and and saison-ish farmhouse qualities to me. Nice cross between the blonde ale and the Chardonnay barrels. Gives it a lot of stuff going on, and being in the bottle a year and a half plus 6 months in the barrels, pretty nice beer. It is a pretty nice beer. It's a very tasty beer. And when we poured the other half, a glass, the bottom half had, like I said, had a lot of sediment in it. Hers was considerably more cloudier than what I've got here, the first half that I poured out of the bottle. So a lot of good breadiness in there, a lot of good flavors going on there. A lot of candied sugars, very well balanced, very well made. Excellent job from Nebraska Brewing. This is a very tasty beer. And the lacing on the glass is just, it's off the chain, guys. It's still around the top where we poured it in there. Very nice. And the carbonation has settled down quite a bit. Not quite up to room temperature, being sitting outside smoking a cigar, but it's still it's probably still 65 degrees, 60 or 65 degrees. Maybe if we're lucky. It's pretty chilly outside. Wonderful aroma on this. I love the smell of this beer. Wonderful. Final chug. Very delicious. I would definitely buy this beer again, guys. To me, date on the back of the bottle, just about all the information you need here right on the front. Got the alcohol. Doesn't have the IBUs, but it's not critical on the style. It's not a bitter beer. It's kind of got that sweet back end. Just enough hot bitterness in there to make it pleasant, not making it overly sweet like a barley wine or something like that. Very pleasant, very nice. I enjoyed this. 9 out of 10 for me, guys, on this one. Very, very, very nice beer. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 92, outstanding. I'd agree with that. It is an outstanding beer. And over to Rate Beer says 98 overall, 98 in the style. So 90s all around, guys, from everybody. It is an A beer, according to what we've got from everybody. It is a very enjoyable beer, especially if you like this style. And I bought this beer, and it wasn't a cheap beer. Anytime you see a 750 milliliters, that's going to be a pricey beer, to start with. And then for something that's been aged in wine barrels for 6 months, that's going to add a little bit to that cost. So, and then from Nebraska, and I'm in Virginia, and transportation is going to add a little bit more to that cost. So, not something, and it's not an everyday beer. It's not something you'd want to drink every day. But it is very pleasant. So it's something you could drink every day if you got deep pockets. So very pleasant. So if you've had this one from Nebraska Nebraska Brewing Company, let me know what you think. This was their Reserve Series Melange et Trois. I guess that's what it's pronounced. T-R-O-I-S. Is that Trois? Trois? Or what? I'm not French. So let me know if you've had this one, guys. Let me know what you think, guys. Come on back tomorrow. Let's go see what's in the fridge. See everybody then.